से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। विश्व में थी पाप की जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम
Om Shanti. Let there be coolness in the body as well as mind of a yogi soul. There should not be the fire of any vice in the mind and the intellect of us. We are very happy as well as cheerful. And also we have good wishes for other souls. Baba has opened so many ways for the upliftment of souls. No one can become obstacle in anyone's progress. One should have confidence in the self as well as faith in the Baba. And also one has to follow the Srimad which has been given by Baba to face any situation. Today also Baba has said to have all the relationships with the Father. The relationships have become bondages since you have come in body consciousness. So Baba says in order to finish off all these bondages, you need to become bodiless. Baba has frequently reminded us of finishing off these bondages, that is to become from these bondages by becoming bodiless. Baba says being in that soul conscious stage and performing any task is the simplest way to free yourself from all kinds of bondages. Let's listen to the Murli. Today's date is 5th October. The essence is, sweet children, have all relationships with the Father and your bondages will end. Maya ties you in bondage, whereas the Father liberates you from that bondage. Question: who is said to be free from bondage? What is the way to become free from bondage? And the answer: free from bondage means bodiless. Free from bondage means bodiless. Bodies or bodily relationships should not pull your intellects to them. There is bondage in body consciousness. Become soul conscious, all your bondages will end. To die alive is to become free from bondage. It should remain in your intellects that it is now the final period and that the play is about to end. And we are going to our Father's home, and so we will become free from bondage. Let's churn the three aspects which are mentioned in the answer. That is, free from bondage means bodiless. There is bondage in body consciousness. And to die alive is to become free from bondage. So these are the three aspects we need to work upon. Song. Storms and hurricanes can do nothing to those whose companion is God. Om Shanti. The Father sits here and explains to you children. There are so many children here, so the Father would surely be unlimited. The Father explains to you. It is said incorporeal Shiv Baba. Brahma is also called Baba. Vishnu and Shankar would not be called Baba. Shiva is always called Baba. The image of Shiva is separate from the image of Shankar. The song says, salutations to Shiva. It is then said, you are the mother and father. It is easy to explain that only the real Shiva can truly be called the father. He is the father of all souls. Vishnu and Shankar are not incorporeal. Shiva is called incorporeal. These are the images of all of them in the temples. There are so many images on the path of devotion. The highest on high image is of Shiv Baba. Then there are the images of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Each of them has a form. Jagatamba and Jagatpita also have forms. Lakshmi and Narayan also have corporeal forms, whereas God alone is incorporeal. However, by calling him just God, people have become confused. Therefore, Ask them, what is the relationship of yours with the God? They would say that He is the Father. Therefore, you have to prove that He is God the Father. The Father is the Creator, and so the Mother is also needed. How can the Father create the world without the Mother? When will that Father come? Everyone calls out, O purifier of the impure, come. The whole world is now impure. It's only when it is impure that He would come and purify it. This proves that the Father definitely has to come into the impure world, but according to the drama, no one is able to understand this. When He comes to purify us, it definitely means that the souls are impure. It's only when they don't understand that the Father comes and explains. The Father sits here and explains to you, children. Knowledge and devotion are only remembered in Bharat. Then they also speak of the day of Brahma and the night of Brahma. There is extreme darkness at night. It is remembered that when the Sadguru gave the ointment of knowledge, all the darkness of ignorance was dispelled. It's remembered that when Sadguru gave the ointment of knowledge, all the darkness of the ignorance was dispelled. Human beings have so much ignorance that they don't even know the Father. They have reached the peaks of that ignorance where they don't even know about the Father. There is no other ignorance such as this. Even after saying Supreme Father, Oh God, the Father, if they don't know Him, there is no greater ignorance than this. When children say Baba and then they say that they don't know his occupation, name, or form, they are called foolish, senseless ones. The mistake of the people of Bharat is that they call him the Father and yet they don't know him. They sing, O God the Father, come and purify the impure. Liberate us from sorrow. Remove our sorrow and give us happiness. The Father only comes once. You know this number wise. He comes once and carries out his task of establishment completely. He makes the impure ones pure. He removes our sorrow and bestows us with happiness. Baba destroys the land of sorrow and establishes the land of happiness. Some don't understand that they are to claim their full inheritance from the Father. It should have been an aim and objective actually to claim the full inheritance from the Father. They don't have the full introduction of the Father and they therefore ask, what can I do? I have bondages. If you know how to die alive, your bondages will end. When a person suddenly dies, he is liberated from his bondages. Now, everyone's bondages are going to end. You have to become free from bondage that is bodiless while alive. The Father says, forget the bondages of your bodies. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember me, your Father. However, you feel it to be a bondage because you are body conscious. You need to be detached from this body conscious stage and become soul conscious in order to be free from all kinds of bondages. You then say, how can I become free? The Father says, you may live at home with your families, but it should remain in your intellect that you have to return home. When a play is about to end, the actors become detached from the play. While playing their parts, their intellects are aware that a short time remains and that after playing their parts, they will have to return home. You too have to keep it in your intellects that it is now the end. We are now going into the divine relationships. While living in this old world, it should remain in your intellects that you are going to the Father. You sing, we will surrender ourselves to you. We will belong to you while we are alive. We will forget our bodies and all bodily relationships and have a relationship with you alone. Surrendering yourselves means to have the relationship with the One. Since you have that relationship, you love Him and you remember Him. What happens when you have relationship with someone? You always get into give and take of things, then you love Him, then you care. Connect your intellects in yoga to the Father, your beloved. The rest that has covered will be removed. Yoga has been remembered. All other yoga are physical. You have yoga with your maternal as well as paternal uncles, gurus and saints, etc. The Father says, remove your yoga from all of them and remember me alone. Have yoga with me alone. There should not be any bondage of any guru as well as of the devotion. Do not become body conscious. While acting through your bodies, have the faith that you are playing your parts. It is now the end of the old world, and we now have to return home. You have to go beyond bodies and all bodily relationships. Talk to yourselves in this way. These are the physical signs. If you are a yogi, that you will go beyond these bodies as well as physical relationships. You will not become body conscious. You will die alive. Then it is considered that you have all relationships with the Father. You always remember Him as well as you love Him. You now have to go to the Father. Talk to yourselves in this way that you now have to go to the Father. Some have the bondage of wife, some have the bondage of a husband, some have a bondage of someone else. Baba shows you so many methods. Tell them we have to become pure and definitely make Bharat pure. You have the desire as well as you have a faith in whatever Baba says, then you need to tell them that we have to remain pure and definitely make Bharat pure. We become pure and serve with our bodies, minds and wealth. However, first of all, you have to become the destroyers of attachment. If you are a destroyer of attachment, write a letter to the government and they will also cooperate with you. Tell them God speaks, lust is the greatest enemy. We want to conquer it and become pure. The Father's orders are, become pure and you will become the masters of heaven. We have had visions of destruction as well as establishment. They are now causing obstacles to us for becoming pure and they are beating us. We are doing true service of Bharat. Now give us Islam. In order to even get the support from the government or from others, you should be a complete destroyer of attachment and you should have that faith and desire of doing service. However, you have to become true destroyers of attachment. Sannyasis leave their homes and families. Here, you have to live with your families and become destroyers of attachment. The path of the sannyasis is separate. Human beings say, while we live at home with our families, give us such knowledge that we can attain liberation and liberation in life, just as King Janak did. You are receiving that knowledge now. This is the knowledge which is given by Baba, that even while living at home, one can attain liberation as well as liberation in life. Baba says, this one is my wife. I create people through his mouth. He says through the mouth of the Prajapita Brahma. Shiv Baba says to you, you are my grandchildren. This one then says, you become my children and then become Shiv Baba's grandchildren. And this is said by Brahma Baba. You receive the inheritance from him. No human being can give you the inheritance of heaven. Only the incorporeal gives you that. So the devotion is separate from the knowledge. In devotion, they read Vedas and scriptures and have sacrificed. They have sacrificial fires. They do tapasya, make donations and perform charity. There are a lot of expenses in that. All of those are the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. Devotion begins in the Copper Age. When deities when deities go on to the path of sin, they become impure. They can no longer have the name deities because deities are completely voiceless. When they go on to the path of sin, they become vicious. So it would be said, those of the deity religion became impure by going on to the path of sin. Impure ones cannot be called deities. This is why they are called Hindus. The original name of our religion is the eternal original deity religion. Since we didn't have the qualities of deities or the purity, that is why we were not entitled to that name. That is why they have used the name Arya, that is reformed once in the Vedas and scriptures. The name Arya refers to the land of Bharat. From where did that word come from? The word Arya did exist in the Golden Age. They say 3000 years before Christ, the deities in Bharat were very sensible, and then when those same deities become vicious in the Copper Age, they were called un-Arya, that is unreformed ones. Someone said Arya, and the name continued, just as one person said or wrote, Sri Krishna, God Sri Krishna speaks. Everyone just began to believe that. Although they sing salutations to Shiva and you are the mother and the father, they don't know how he becomes the mother and father or when he creates his creation. Everyone has said his or her own opinions, their own dictates. So people have just continued to begin, and then there comes the question of conflicts. So Baba says, since they don't know the truth, all these kinds of conflicts come. Baba says he must surely create it at the beginning of the world. When it would be the beginning of the world, the golden or the confluence age. The Father doesn't come in the golden age. Lakshmi and Narayan come in the beginning of the golden age. Who made them into the masters of the golden age? Since he doesn't come even in the iron age, there must be the confluence age of the cycle where the Father comes and makes them the masters of the new world. When the Adi Dev comes and makes everyone worthy of claiming that kingdom, the Father says, I come at the confluence age of every cycle when all souls have become impure and even the world has become old. He comes at a time when it is the end of the previous cycle and the beginning of the new cycle. He doesn't come in every age. The Father comes when the cycle of the drama is ending You children have to be very clever, and you also have to imbibe divine virtues. They are now holding a conference about the benefits of studying the Vedas and why one should study the Vedas. Even the religious conference always takes place on the path of devotion. They won't be able to come to any solution, and they will then have the same type of conference next year. They sit down to solve something, but nothing is solved. Because they get entangled in many things. They will not be able to arrive at one conclusion because of their ego issues. Baba says preparations for destruction continue to be made. They also continue to manufacture bombs. It is now the Iron Age. Neither the heads of the religion are able to make any decisions, nor the big delegates or the people from the technology side are able to take decisions. Baba says all those souls who are in the eminent positions are not able to make any decision which will benefit the world. Baba says since there is no truth there, there will not be any question of unity. That is the task of one God, where He gives the true knowledge. Baba says, only you children know these things. The things you say are unique. They say that whatever we tell are unique. You know that human beings cannot grant liberation or salvation to human beings. The purifier is remembered. So, why don't they consider themselves to be impure? This is an impure world, an ocean of poison. Not everyone can become the boatman. You children have not yet received that power to be able to explain fully. You haven't become that clever. You don't even have yoga. Even now, you continue to cry like the little children. Baba has given us the result. Baba says you neither have the knowledge nor the yoga. That is why you haven't become that clever in explaining fully, because you haven't done the service what is expected by Baba. You are unable to tolerate the storms of Maya. You always complain saying that Maya has come, Baba, and you start crying because there is a lot of body consciousness. You don't become soul conscious. Baba repeatedly tells you, consider yourselves to be souls. We now have to return home. Let there be the constant practice. You don't become bodiless. You don't become soul conscious. Baba repeatedly tells you, consider yourselves to be souls. We now have to return home. All the actors are playing their own parts. They will shove their bodies and return home. You just have to observe as detached observers. Why do you have the attachment to the bodily relationships and to your own bodies? You don't become bodiless, so your sins are not being absolved. If you continue to remember the Father, your mercury of happiness will rise. Shiv Baba is teaching us, and we will then become deities. So there should be limitless happiness. You know that when the people of Bharat were in happiness, all the rest were in the land of Nirvana, that is the land of peace. There are now so many millions of human beings. You are now making effort to attain liberation in life. All the rest will return home. Those who make themselves worthy of coming in that liberation in life, they will come there, and rest of the world will go to the land of Nirvana. The old world has to be made new. Only the Father makes it new. The sapling is being planted. This is the sapling of divine flowers. You are becoming flowers from thorns now. When the garden is completely ready, this forest of thorns will be destroyed. It has to be set ablaze. We will then go to the garden of flowers. Then why shouldn't you follow Mama and Baba? When he's the gardener, he's creating a beautiful garden, and we need to become a beautiful flower. So we need to definitely follow Mama and Baba. It is remembered, follow the mother and the father. You know that Mama and Baba will become Lakshmi and Narayan. They are the ones who have taken 84 births. The same applies to you. Their parts are the main ones. It is written that the Father has come and he is once again establishing the Sun and the Moon dynasty, self-sovereignties. It is explained to you so much, yet your body consciousness doesn't break. My child, my husband. Oh, there are old relationships of the old world. Now it should be mine is one Shiv Baba and none other. So you need to respond to Baba that Baba, we will not become body conscious. We will become soul conscious and remember you alone. Baba says since their children have died alive, so there should not be any question of any old relationships. Baba says that is why you should have this firm thought that mine is one Shiv Baba, none other. It's very difficult for you to finish your attachment to all bodily beings. The Father understands when it appears to be very difficult for someone's attachment to break. His or her face is seen to be like that because Baba can easily understand from our behavior. Everyone even can understand whether they'll be able to break their attachment or not. Kumaris become very good helpers since they have become the destroyers of attachment, and they also don't have any bondages. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children also offer love and remembrance and say good morning namaste to the mother, father, and Bap Dada. The essence for dharana, first point: remove your attachment from everything, including your body, and make full effort to become bodiless. Observe as a detached observer, the part of every actor. Become free from bondage. This is the time to become detached observers. Since the director has come and he is giving us the directions, become free from bondage. Second point: go beyond this old world. Talk to yourself. I now have to return home. It is now the end of the old world. My part has now come to an end. Today's blessing: may you be an embodiment of attainments and experience completion by becoming full of all the treasures. May you be an embodiment of attainments and experience completion by becoming full of all the treasures. When it is the full moon, that fullness is a sign of its completion, for it will not grow any bigger than that. Its fullness is that much, there would not be any growth further. In the same way, when you children are full of knowledge, yoga, dharana, and service, that is, when you are full of all the treasures, this fullness is called completion. Because such full souls are embodiments of attainment, they are also constantly close in their stage. Slogan: to attain total success with your divine intellect is to become an embodiment of success. To attain total success with your divine intellect is to become an embodiment of success. We need to do the homework of what kind of success is to be attained and what has to be done for that. And today's Avyakt signal, nowadays many tasks are accomplished successfully by harnessing the power of sun. Like that, even if you have accumulated the power of thoughts, then only you will be able to feel strength in others. You can make any work successful. We have to give courage to those who are coward, and courage is to be given through words, but it will not work forever. Along with speech, the subtle power of the elevated thoughts will work more. This is the need of the present time. Om Shanti. Today is Satguruvar, and we are offering book to Baba as well as our ancestors. Evening meditation from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. will be in the conference hall. Those sisters and brothers who have given their names for book, those who have got the slips, are requested to be in the Gyanmoti meditation hall, where the Sister Rukmini will come and meet you. The trial sisters and brothers will get their trial card from hall number 88. All the sisters and brothers of Shantivan will be getting the table calendar of respected Dadiji. You can collect it from hall number 88 from 10 a.m. to today. And let's now offer book to Baba. Om Shanti. I went to the subtle regions to offer bhog to sweet Baba, along with the love and the remembrance of everyone. As soon as I reached the subtle region, Baba started saying, according to the time and according to the occasion, Baba is about to go on a tour to take a look at the devotees and those who are peaceless souls. Baba said, even in the worldly life, people with so much love and affection, they offer or perform charity in the name of their ancestor souls who have departed. Then Baba said, the day and the time are very special, and Baba is looking in at all the sides by giving drishti to his children. When the family people have become old, they are not taken care so well. So in the worldly life, people always do some kind of charity, or they offer food or meals in the name of their ancestor souls. Baba said, in the same way, when souls keep their two legs in two boats, that is one in one boat and another feet in another one, what would be the consequence of that action? Definitely the attitude and the feelings of the souls who are offering will definitely reach the souls who have departed. Because the destiny of the departed souls also will be with them. Baba's children have true knowledge, and they also remember the ancestor souls who have departed, and they also offer bhog to them. Then Baba said, that is why Baba has the plan to tour, to just take a look at the worldly souls, to just see with how much affection and love they offer bhog to their ancestor souls. Baba also Baba has also emerged all the ancestor souls and the advanced party souls.
देखो बच्ची, अभी जो भी आत्मा दिखाई दे रही है, दादियाँ
How many souls
दिखाई
who
दे
are
रही हैं,
visible to you
बाबा
in
के
the subtle
समय
vision,
इतना बड़ा संगठन था,
because it was such a big gathering
प्यार से रहते थे, प्यार से चलते थे, प्यार से
during the
खाते थे।
corporeal Baba's
तो बाबा
time.
ने कहा
They used
एक
to move
एक
along with so much love
बच्चों
and
को,
with so much cooperation.
गई हुई आत्माओं को भी समय के अनुसार, दिन के अनुसार जब याद करते हैं,
That is why Baba
तो
remembers such
बाबा
souls
बच्चों को इमर्ज कर लेते हैं।
and emerges such
तो
souls.
बाबा के सामने जैसे कि बहुत ही वैरायटी प्रकार का भोग था, और
It was a variety
इतना सुंदर
bhog which was offered.
एक ऐसी भी सजी थाली होती है, पर बाबा के पास आज वतन में बहुत ही सुंदर सुंदर थालियाँ की भोग थी। बाबा ने कहा कि समय के
There were
अनुसार
very wonderful
अपने परिवार के प्रति बच्चों की याद होती है, और
containers
उस भोग
or
में भी
bowls
वो याद
where bhog was
बड़ा
offered
मधुर,
in the subtle vision.
और उन आत्माओं को उसका थोड़ा तो फल जरूर मिलता है, और कुछ तो आत्मा अपने साथ लेकर के गई है।
And few souls have already taken the destiny, that is the fortune, with themselves.
वतन में आज जिनके भी प्रति भोग था, और विशेष एडवांस
Whosoever was bhog,
जो हमारी दादियाँ जो भी जा रहे हैं, तो बाबा ने कहा कि बाबा ये भी देख रहे कि समय के अनुसार
Baba is also seeing
ब्राह्मण बच्चों का भी जैसे कि वतन में इमर्ज होना, जाना, बाबा ने कहा ये भी अंतिम सीन का ये दृश्य बाबा देख रहे हैं।
Baba is also seeing the final scenes
बाबा
where the Brahman children would be emerged and they would also reach the subtle visions. Baba has said the main aspect while seeing everything.
अभी भी कई ब्राह्मण बच्चे,
Even now, a few Brahman children,
अभी भी
Baba's
दो
children,
पाँव में नाव रखे,
have kept their feet in two boats.
दो पाँव रखे चलते हैं। तो बाबा ने कहा किस लिए? बाबा ने सुनाया उसके ऊपर कि बच्चे बाबा देखते रहते हैं बच्चों को,
Baba would be always seeing children.
कई बच्चे आधा समय दुनिया में व्यतीत करते
Children spend the half of the time in the worldly matters and the rest
ब्राह्मण
in the Brahmin life.
इसलिए बाबा ने ये दृश्य दिखाया।
That is why Baba gave an example of if the person keeping foot
साइंस से साधन बहुत बच्चों को,
or their feet in two boats.
बाबा चारों तरफ पर चक्कर लगाते हैं। ये भी विशेष देख रहे हैं बच्चों में कि कभी बच्चे ज्ञानी तो आत्मा बन जाते हैं,
Baba says that sometimes children become gyan, that is knowledgeable souls, and sometimes they do the actions of which are similar to the actions of the ignorant souls.
अपने बच्चों के ऊपर तरस पड़ता है।
And Baba also has mercy for such children.
ये बाबा ने दृश्य दिखाया है। तो बाबा ने कहा कि बाबा तो समय की घंटी को देख रहे हैं, समय का बाबा इंतजार कर रहे हैं।
Baba is just looking at the final moments.
बच्चे जितना जल्दी तैयार होंगे, उतना जल्दी बाबा का कार्य बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है,
Baba's task
और आने
will pick up the speed based on the effort of the children.
स्थापना का तेज
And the task has already picked up the speed. So Baba says the children also should equally put the effort.
एडवांस पार्टी की वतन में बैठ देख रही है।
Baba as well as the advanced party souls are just watching the scenes.
सभी हमारी दादियों को इमर्ज
Baba has immersed all the these,
प्यार से वो स्वीकार कराया सभी
and he has offered both to all the dadis, all the dadis, mama, and the advanced party souls.
पूरे ब्राह्मण परिवार के बच्चों को, भाई बहनों को सामने इमर्ज कर
They have immersed all the brothers and sisters of this Brahman family, and they have given the love and remembrance. With that, I came to the corporeal world. Thank you. Om Shanti.